Namaste, folks. We're in a chair today. So find an even, easy seat where you're stacking your ribs up over your hips, your head over your ribs. Breathe for a moment. Check in. Then interlace your hands. Notice which thumb is on top. That's going to matter in a moment. Extend those arms out. And then pressing the finger joints away from you, not the wrists. Go all the way up, which for you might be here, right? Or you may be able to get all the way up, elbows close. As soon as they bend, you've gone too far. We're going to hang out there and make sure that the ribs don't follow. They're staying stacked over the hips. Elbows lift up or away from you if you're forward. And toward each other. Finger joints reach just a little further. Finally, push up on your arms, push down on your hips, and maybe your legs. Stretch in between, and then let it go. Unlace your fingers, feel for a moment, and let's do it on the other side. Other thumb on top, fingers interlaced the other way. Probably the weird way. So again, we're only going as high as we can. Those of you who are in this sort of position and then you run into shoulder trouble, you're going to concentrate on pressing the elbows away from the rib cage, pressing through the finger joints. And if that makes a little bit more space for you to go up and down a little bit, sure, take the space when you're able to, and bit by bit, perhaps you can get those arms all the way overhead. If you have a bench and you're able to use a wall behind you, wonderful thing to be able to feel if you are suddenly poking out ribs or doing other strange things that are not helpful. Again, we're going to reach with those arms, push down with the hips, stretching, tractioning your spine, creating a little stretch through the side, and then let it go. Make sure you're toward the front edge of your chair, and you're going to turn a little bit toward your left side. And then you're going to take your left leg straight out in front of you, wherever that lands. Your toes may not touch the floor. Don't worry about it. Keep your right foot pointed the same direction it was, and take that leg whatever version of wide you're able to get to. Arm in the direction that you're facing is going to reach across to the other leg. You'll be leaning in that direction, which may take you off of one butt cheek. We're okay with that. So we're creating a twist by reaching across the body. We do not create a side bend, right? So if you're able to reach your hip, but not your leg, go for that. If the other arm will extend straight out from the collarbones, that's your position. And if you can look toward that arm, there you are. So stay and breathe. Keep actively twisting the ribs. If you discover you can lean a little further without side bending, go for it. As soon as you start holding your breath too much, next time you inhale, as if someone's pulling on that outstretched arm, come on back up. And let's set up the whole thing on the other side. So now we're turning toward the right. Right foot is going to stay extended in the direction it's going. Left foot is going to stay pointed in that direction. So we're working in a hip joint that may get to here and say, nope, that's as far as I'm going. In which case, you stop there. And again, we're calling this the front leg, the direction we're already going toward. We're going to reach across, get to wherever you can. Perhaps you're on the leg, perhaps you're on your own hip. That's creating a twist. And then you lean in the direction you started facing. And you take the arm up. Trikonasana in a chair, triangle pose. Wide through the collarbones. Strong through the core. Are you still breathing? Please. And next time you're ready for a big inhalation, as if someone's pulling on your outstretched arm, come on up. And bring those legs back into neutral. Then let's go wide. So if you have a footstool in front of you, you may decide you want to put your hands on that. If you have a desk in front of you, you may want to put the hands there. You're going to start with wide legs but bent knees. If you have nothing in front of you, you can just go for elbows on thighs, and you're just going to push so that you slide back and forth on your chair. If there's a whole lot of friction between your bottom and your chair, yes, that's the thing. You could put a towel underneath you. If you can get to fully extended legs on one side and then the other, sure, go that far. We would like to have the feet facing mostly forward. Try not to turn them out too much. And then make your way back to the middle. Come on back up, bring your legs in. Spend that moment to feel, stack up the bones. And you can either just extend your legs in front of you, or if you have a footstool or another chair, you can put your legs up on that footstool or chair. I'm going to turn a little bit sideways because we would like to be able to be stacked up and sitting in this L shape. If your spine rounds, your waist is falling backwards, lower your legs, because we would like to have these legs as extended as possible. And then we're going to practice rocking the hips. So the waist, if we're able to sit upright, is up at the top of a rainbow. If we were going to lay down, it would be the bottom of the rainbow behind us. And over here at our thighs is the front of the rainbow. And we are aiming to eventually get toward the front of the rainbow. Be very suspicious if your shoulders are going a long way. You're doing a little more than we want to see in the lower back. Again, you can do this with lower legs, which will take some of the pull off the backs of the thighs if you're feeling a horrible pull, or if you're finding you're not able to sit up straight. If you can get to the point where things feel like, oh, that's a little lubricated, rock a little bit side to side while you feel like you're widening your butt. And just hang out where your belly is as close to the thighs as it's willing to go. We are folding at the hip. And then lengthen your head away from your sits bones. And if you can reach some portion of your legs, you can gently pull on your legs to help that happen. We're not pulling ourselves forward. We're pulling ourselves along the spine. And next time you inhale, come on up. Let's get to your face for a moment. Light fingers, really light fingers. Start at the chin and go all the way out along the jaw, helping to move lymph here. That's the cleanup crew, your lymph system. It's also doing other lovely things for your skin and your face. And then go from the corner of your mouth up to the corner of your nose, again, very lightly. This is an area where a lot of trash can collect. And you also may have noticed you're starting to get, or you already have, those lovely puppet lines. We're not promising cures, just assistance. And then up at the forehead, we're just going to gently, from the center out until you run into the side of the head. And then take a few brushes down the face, but outward as you go downward. One more along the jaw, and then from the base of the skull and down the neck, a few. So we are moving trash out of your head with this. And let's get into core. Slow motion bicycle. Easiest if you are sitting toward the front edge of your chair, because we'd like you to be able to lean back on your chair. If you have a footrest, you can put your feet up, but it's not required. So we're going to bring one leg at a time, and you're going to hug, and not lifting your leg off the floor or off your footrest, making it as light as you can. And then change legs. So you're drawing in that leg as close as you can, picking up your chest, and as if you were going to lift your leg. An idea, not an actual experience here, not not a thing to see from the outside. And then go back and do the first leg again. So hug it in. Yes, you can use the arms, but then find your center to lift your chest as if you were going to lift your leg. Let it go. And again, draw on the leg, lift the chest as if you were lifting that leg. Just make it lighter. Come back. Lift the leg in as you exhale. Up you come. Lift the leg as if you were going to. And again, draw in, lift up, and come down. Rest for a moment because now we're going to turn this into a twisted version. So you'll lift the leg. Can you get your arm across? Lift your chest. Come on back down. Lift the other leg up. Hold it. Can you twist the other arm across? Lift your chest up. Come on back down. We're going to do that once more each side, twice more each side, if you can. Lift the chest from way down in the lower ribs. Other side. We're moving really slowly here. If you thought, oh, let me just move quickly and get it over with, well, that was a nice idea. We're playing a different game. So lift. You will notice it's harder when we go slower. Gee, we might have done that on purpose, right? Last time though. Exhale, lift your chest. Come on down. Okay, so you've got a couple of choices here to back bend. If you have a high back chair, you're going to sit toward the front of your chair and you're going to lean back on that higher back. Let your chin fall toward your chest, and then you're going to lift your chest and stick it out. If, like me, you have the back of a chair that goes roughly under your shoulder blades, you're still going to bring your chin to your chest, but you are going to lift your chest up and try to slide your hands a little further down the back of the chair. This is the easier version. So if you are sitting on a bench against the wall, move the bench maybe 4 to 6 inches away from the wall. Lean your head and shoulders back and against the wall and lift your chest. So we're looking to get a bit of an arch in the upper back here. We want to see if we can get the top of the shoulders and the top of the shoulder blade behind the bottom of the shoulder blade. So if you feel a stretch in your chest, good. If you feel a stretch up the front of the torso, also good. If your neck is falling backward really bad, bring that heavy head forward instead. And then let it all go by thinking of going up and over the top to come out. Last thing, if you have a desk, put your feet up on the desk. If you don't have anything to stretch your legs out, or if you can get down to the floor and put your feet up on the chair and then get back up again, right? Then go there. I'm going to use a second chair in front of me, and I'm going to pull it into wherever I need to pull it to be able to just hang my knees over the back of the chair. And you'll notice I put some padding there. So I just want to get my knees up a bit. And I'm sitting toward the front of the chair, and I am sagging back in the chair. Again, you want to let your head relax here. This is a great thing to do in bed if you can lie down and have a bed that's up against the wall. Lie down on the bed, put your butt as close to the wall as it will go, and put your legs up the wall. Anytime we can get those legs up, just for a bit of a rest, it's really good for the nervous system. Lovely to relax and calm down. So to wake yourself back up out of that calming thing, if you can, straighten and bend the legs so you're actually getting your feet up a little bit. If you decide you want to do both at the same time, have at it. And then you're going to swing your legs off of whatever you were on and go have a day. Good job for tuning in.